Welcome to Konoha Crush, a clandestine effort to exhaustively research and document events occurring in and around the village hidden in the leaves. I'm Vale.
I'm Ginger. Hi.
Hi, oh my god, welcome
Oh
back,
my
welcome
god.
back.
Hi. Wax my tail, wax my tail, wax my
Oh
tail.
my god, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, I
Fuck
love your
yeah.
baggy tail, fuck yeah. It's been a little while, it's been like nearly a month or something, right? Like,
Yeah. We've been gone for such a long time. Sorry, everybody.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm like, I feel like from our perspective, this is maybe like the best break we've had.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like, damn, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. But like, I mean, like, before we get into Naruto, like, have you done anything since we last recorded?
Yeah, my fucking wife.
Fuck yeah! Fuck
Fuck
yeah!
yeah.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, Ginger specifically asked me before we started recording, like, hey, you should ask me. I want you to ask me if I've done anything since we last recorded. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, sorry for expecting spilling the beans, but.
You're allowed to spill the beans.
Oh my god, yay! It
Yeah.
spills the beans all over. Like, I don't know, like, is there anything you want to talk about? I mean, like, obviously you came out here and visited me and it was super fucking good, and I'm so in love with you.
Yeah, oh my god, babe, I'm so in love with you too.
Oh my god, I'm so in love with you!
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, this is a good time to advertise the Patreon because we have a bonus episode that we recorded in person up on the Patreon.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
did that. We watched the Sword Art Online movie. We watched some other anime since then. Also, we didn't just watch the Sword Art Online movie.
Yeah, we picked up the second season of Gundam.
Yeah, we watched that.
G-Witch, Witch from Mercury. That's the one.
That's the one. I think we're an episode behind right now, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who
We'll
cares?
watch that at some point. Or we won't. Who cares?
we won't.
Maybe we
who
care.
cares?
Let's see. We watched the Black Clover movie.
Oh my god. Okay, the Black Clover movie was insane though.
Oh my god. It's really right. It was really one of those. It's like I don't know how to like place it next to like all of the Naruto movies we've watched for the podcast, right? Because like I think it's uglier.
It's definitely uglier. Absolutely, it's uglier.
And I don't know that it's like doing a better job of like telling like a story.
Okay, but like the Yuri though.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they took the fucking like cool fire punch woman and they made her have a really gay fight. So like maybe it's better than anything in Naruto. Because no girls ever get to have like a gay fight.
Right.
No girls ever get to like be beating the shit out of each other and talk about how like if I'd known you before I wouldn't have ever needed to feel so lonely.
Right. Oh my god, and like the gay little look back.
God.
Like walking away sad because the fight's over and the other girl fucking powers up again. It's like the fucking, oh my god, that shot is beautiful.
It's pretty good. Yeah, there's like 5 pretty great minutes of that movie. And like, the rest of us just doing the big anime movie thing, They gotta fight a guy, he's like a mix of like right about the problems of the world of Black Clover and also having the stupidest plan ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's the classic.
Yeah. They even did the Naruto movie thing of like instead of a special sharing fucking Russ. Oh my god.
You spent too long, you forgot the difference between a Sharingan and a Rasengan. This is so fucked.
Fuck, instead of the special Rasengan, it's the he gets a special new sword that he only uses once ever because it doesn't exist in the rest of the property.
Yeah, fuck. They should make more movies and just give him special new swords every once in a while.
Yeah, literally.
Give him a special new wideness.
I still loved his rectangle so much he became one.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have like again, like, because I just sat down and watched that like occasionally with like fuck yeah when like a character did a thing that I thought was fun or whatever, right? Like it's like a very different experience from when we have to like watch like a Naruto movie and like, talk about what it's doing. Like it was just a fucking one time. It's like a fundamentally different like experience watching anime isn't for a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another show you watched also.
Was there?
Yeah. I fucking showed you Kosogiga.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot.
Oh my god,
Oh my
no.
god. No. I forgot that like there hasn't been an episode since then.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, we did record.
That feels like so long ago. That's like old news.
Right. Like, we recorded about Sword Art Online, but we don't have, like, this segment in our Naruto Uzumaki episodes.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
god.
I showed you that. It was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, Kosogiga was so good.
It's so good. It's so good. God, I feel like I don't have like a thing to say about it necessarily, but it's like my favorite show. I love Rie Matsumoto's directorial style. I love like I don't know, like I just think it's like such a great expression of like all the ideas she keeps coming back to in her career. I think it's just like very, very sweet, very, very nice, and like also like extremely gorgeous. I don't know. Sorry, it's like not like I feel like maybe I should have like a better like fucking pitch for like oh my favorite show or whatever. But it's like damn, I just fucking love that thing.
No, it's so cute. It's about like it's about like a fucking girl, right? It's about a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's about like a girl. She's got like a hammer and like
Fuck yeah, she does.
Fuck yeah, she does. The hammer is so good. Okay, I'm not just gonna sit here and explain what Kosogiga is, but
that's fine. We don't have to. I'm just like I just wanted you to say that you like my favorite show on the podcast we make together.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You let me down. I just wanted to have that on the record for everybody.
Mm.
I love you.
I love you too.
Kiss you, kiss you, kiss you.
Kiss you, kiss you, kiss you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, are we ready to get into the fucking show we're supposed to be covering?
Fuck yeah, we are. Let's get into it. Oh my god.
Episode 155. The Dark Creeping Clouds. Karashi's a bitch again and lures the kids into a boulder ambush. The kids are fine though, because they're ninjas or whatever. The goons turn into blade tornadoes, and Tenten hits them with sticks. Naruto scolds Karashi and the townsfolk want to kill her with hammers and a knife. Rock Lee steps in and gives Karashi another chance, so the T-girl lives. The team go to visit Ranmarua, and she explains why everyone hates the Panopticon baby, and how Raiga helped and supported her. Naruto thinks the Curry of Life will probably make her better.
Okay, so it's been like a million fucking years since we recorded about like the first half of this arc, so I can't like say for certainty what we did and didn't talk about that, but like I'm pretty sure something we like touched on pretty heavily in terms of like hey, what's even left? Because we just did like 3 episodes of the arc and we resolved basically everything. Is we're like, okay, we're just gonna kind of like waffle back and forth on these like few points for the next 3 episodes. It turns out, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna fucking do.
That's exactly what we're gonna fucking do.
Karashi's evil again now.
Karashi's fucking evil again.
It was like fucking 5 minutes, and he just walked over and was like, "Okay, time to fucking like stand around like a sicko, grinning next to all these villagers as I lure the fucking like ninja children into a boulder ambush and just fucking crush them with the rocks. It's gonna go so good. This is awesome. Sure, fucking Raiga's dead or whatever, but like I'm gonna be the new fucking boss of all of this shit. I don't know. We don't get a lot of interiority, but like what Karashi actually expects is gonna happen here. But it's just like I just like I don't get the picture of Karashi as like somebody who's like hugely conflicted about between these like 2 ideological extremes or like these 2 like but like it's just kind of like oh by the way, Karashi's evil now. Just for the next few minutes, it's not the most compelling.
Mm-hmm. Like I can get the idea that he is being like press ganged by the rest of the bad guy gang, right? Like I don't know. There's a level to which I could believe a story where she thought she was going to be this like cool tough guy and like got involved with this like criminal organization to like be able to like stand above her bullies, and then just like got put in a situation that was much worse with people that were like way worse bullies.
Right, but like here, like Karashi just fucking standing around and sneering. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking rock murder these children.
Right,
these are gonna fall into my awesome scheme. Anyway, it doesn't work. They like Naruto was like, yeah, those were my shadow clones, and then all the goons turn into fucking goon tornadoes, and they like kill the kids again. And, like, and those were also my shadow clones because they do this bit twice in like 15 seconds. And they immediately go to like kick and punch tornadoes.
God.
God, it's like there's like some like very like striking like effects working like posing in the like fighting tornado stuff, but like the actual like substance of the fight is like deeply lame. So like it basically doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weak start. It's a weak start for us. But you know the goons are defeated, and like you said, the villagers are like, okay, let's fucking kill Karashi with hammers now because you're like a reform shit lasted for all of like 5 minutes. And you start doing this shit again. It's time to beat the hell out of you. And Rocky's like, wait, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. This is my fault. It's because of me that this happened, and I don't think we got the substance to like I don't really buy that.
No.
And like even it even seems like Karashi is just kind of like, oh yeah, it's totally Lee's fault when Lee's saying this. It's like it seems like Karashi doesn't like fucking understand why Lee thinks this is his fault. But Lee's like very like, yeah, I did this. I drove this poor girl to these extremes. It's
It's just silly. It's just silly.
It's just silly. And they're like, okay, well, all right, Rockley, you go like. Yeah, you know, they're ultimately convinced by Lee's earnestness and his promises to like fucking personally beat Karashi to death or whatever if she does this shit again. And they're like, all right, yeah, that's great. Let's leave Lee to educate Karashi harshly, which is like, what the fuck are you talking? What is going on here? What is? I don't know. It's just.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's just like
the whole thing just feels like weird and disjointed and like again we just did this.
we just fucking like you could be using this time to build like any more character.
Right? Yeah, but we don't.
No.
Yeah, everybody's like, okay, we're done here, right? And then they're like, but Neji's like, hey, no, we left that fucking baby in a shed somewhere. We have to go pick up Ranmarua again. And they're talking to Ranmaru. Ranmaru's like, I'm real sad about this with Raiga gone. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. You know, I mean, you might as well just let me die. And Tenten is like a huge bitch here. Like Tenten's just like, fucking fine. How about we just let Ranmaru die? Everybody needs to live alone. You know, I fucking hate people who try to rely on people for everything. I can't fucking stand this kid. Like it's just very like extreme suddenly. Just like mysterious Tenten like ableism moments or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which like becomes weirder later in this in these episodes where she has a scene where she basically tells Ranmaru all of the opposite things one episode later.
Yeah.
There's just like a real sense of like there's like a real sense with like unlike a lot of our episodes unlike a lot of the animated arcs so far which like had like a writer like heading them up, this arc like has like alternating writers back and forth, and it just sometimes feels like they weren't fucking talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a very like disjointed viewing experience.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
it's not good television.
It's not good television, but it's fun. It's fun.
It's like it's more fun to watch than some of the other stuff we watched for this because of like how I don't know, like there's like a real jarring experience to it. Like sometimes it's very strikingly ugly.
Hideous
sometimes. Like, oh my god. The fucking Raiga face in the like flashback here is so fucking funny.
God.
When like Ranmaru is talking about everything about like, you know,
I feel like Raiga doesn't have a face that doesn't look rough.
Right, yeah, no, Raiga is like extremely like I don't know what's going on if they just don't have like a super consistent model sheet or like what, but like it just sort of feels like nobody knows how to draw Raiga.
Literally, Raiga might not have a model sheet. Literally, I can see them just kind of skipping Raiga, frankly.
Right, and then like fucking like several years later, in the like single panel of the manga that Raiga is in, Masashi Kishimoto has to fucking like scrub through his episodes, go like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Or like leave an assistant to do it or something, I guess.
I mean, looks at like two different images of Raiga and just goes like, okay, just like eyeliner and lips. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
like the one that is here in the manga will be the right one, so I can do whatever. Right?
But yeah, no, definitely. Whatever decisions Kishimoto might make about Raiga would be definitive, and ultimately, again, Raiga's in like exactly one panel, so not a lot of decisions being made there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we learn more about Ranmaru.
Yeah. Ranmarua talks about like growing up in like a fucking tiny little cabin, and like everybody brings her food until like they learn about the fucking special scary eyes that do whatever. And they're like, "Fuck you." And they just like stand outside our house throwing rocks at it, like hoping that like Ranmaru will leave, even though like she can't walk. And that's just kind of, I guess, how our life went until fucking Raiga showed up. I'm not like personally invested like she hearing all of these characters, but like it would feel weird for me to not do it if you're doing it. So that's just how this podcast is gonna be.
Yay! Sorry, like it's not my fault. The characters just are girls. Like, did you see them?
Sure. Yeah. I did see them. I know where you're coming from. I'm willing to like defer to you on this. I hope that didn't sound like dismissive or anything.
No, you're good. You're good.
But like also everybody's like, yeah. They're talking about like how like Ranmaru's ability must have made Raiga so powerful, and like maybe that's what like led to him becoming one of the ninja swordsmen of the mist. But like I just don't know what's like being suggested there, because like it always, like the previous flashback made it seem like Raiga immediately quit his job upon like picking up Ranmaru and then just fucked off.
Right.
And also, like, he already had his, like, 7 Ninja Swordsman swords by that time. So did you just, like, have them, but, like, didn't have the fucking job? It's unclear. It's, like, I don't know. There's, like, a...
They're also just sitting there speculating.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, it is presented like, oh, probably true speculation given to us by the author, right? But, like...
Mm-hmm. But like it doesn't really line up.
It doesn't line up, and like if it's just like fucking character dialogue speculation shit, then it's just like sure.
Yeah, it wasn't until like these episodes where I was like, hey, wait, why the fuck did they send a team of like 4 Genin to fight like one of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen? That's like that's gotta be out of scope. Like in comparison, like we saw Zabuza, we saw Kisame, but like I mean, Raiga's just kind of the sucks one. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Raiga's just kind of the sucks one.
Raiga's like almost certainly the sucks one. Raiga isn't like very cool.
No. Right, because like I'm pretty sure the only thing that makes you one of the mist swordsmen is like being a mist guy and possessing the sword. So like maybe he just found them on like a body that like slipped and fell off a cliff or something.
Right. He was like just under early enough that like nobody wanted to like try and take them back from him.
Right, because like you see that like there's a new guy, and like the assumption is that they took out the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe people thought she was tougher shit than she was.
Yeah. I mean like yeah, I mean, like we like this is like leaping like way ahead to like other shit, but like just fucking pulling out the very like few strands of like Raiga information. Like we know Raiga survived when fucking Guy's dad beat up all the Ninja Swordsmen in the mist, and I believe killed some of them. So like I don't know, maybe she's like past her prime here. It's unknown. But there's nothing you can fucking infer from like trying to fucking pull us all together, because like it doesn't matter.
It's not matter. It's not together. They weren't talking to each other. Like,
yeah, sorry. I need to stop doing this. I want to fucking move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ranmaru wants to go see Raiga's body, and Neji sees that she's dead for real with his eyes. Everyone makes it back to the curry shop, and Karashi sobs into a plate of spicy curry her mom made for her. Ranmaru refuses to eat, though. Naruto asks her about Zabuza and Kisame to try and milk any Sasuke from this arc, but Ranmaru is literally just a child. While everyone's distracted with tests, Karashi takes Ranmaru back to Raiga's corpse. Ranmaru reanimates Raiga with all of her chakra and dies.
Right, so like the bit of like Neji going up here to like check on Raiga's body is like in the grand scheme of things, it's like I guess fairly minor in terms of like the ways that Neji's just constantly like racking up battles this arc. Right, like, I mean, like, like ostensibly Raiga is literally dead here until he stops being dead later.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, like, maybe it would be good practice to, like, bury him a little more, right? Like, we could save a lot of problems if we just, like, put more rocks on top of,
Just start the cremation process, frankly, just, like...
Right. Nobody needs to, like, fucking slowly decomposing hands so they can get out of the ground, like, just a few feet out of the fucking mining village.
That, like, this lady, if like she was in and out of consciousness, and she like woke up during her funeral, right? If you like threw a funeral for her while you were burying her, like she would just let it happen. She would be like, "That's beautiful. I love this." Because we can't fucking forget that fucking she's a funeral pervert.
Yeah, I mean that's basically like all she's got going on. But anyway, like back up like the particulars of like Neji could or couldn't have done this arc. I'm just like, do the people writing this would like just not like Neji? Like what's going on here? Because he doesn't get anything done in the entire fucking arc, like at all.
1010 does better. Like it's beautiful. It's amazing.
It's kind of beautiful in that sense, but it's still like last week we were like talking about like, oh, is Neji gonna have to like get past this like super Byakugan that like does everything the Byakugan does but better and also blocks the Byakugan like in the next part of the arc? And like no, he doesn't. It doesn't come up. It's just like
it's beautiful. The show rules.
Yeah. I'm just like surprised to see him be like the guy who exclusively like fucks up this time. Like he spends the entire like he spends like an entire episode later like joke dying.
Yeah. Oh my god, the show rules.
Anyway, everybody's like pretty certain that the arc is finished at this point. They're all going back to the curry shop. Naruto's like, I forget if it was like in this part of the episode or the previous part where like Naruto talks about how he's going to like carry Ranmaru until she's able to walk or whatever, which is like, it feels like kind of at odds with like how the scale of how much Ranmaru hasn't been able to walk this far. Like, yeah, I mean like, but barring some mysterious circumstance under which Ranmaru is suddenly able to walk again, I feel like Naruto can't really commit to that.
Yeah, that's fine. Raiga's back.
Raiga's back? Yeah, okay. I mean, like, before we try, like, I just want to talk a little bit about the scene where, like, Naruto's, like, trying to ask fucking Ranmaru about, like, Zabuza and Kisame, because he's like, yeah, hey, you're like one of those 7 guys, you know about, like, about Zabuza, right? And Ranmaru's like, yeah, kinda. And then Naruto's like, okay, what about Kisame? And, like, Ranmaru's like, yeah, I think he left the mist. Just, like, it's great, this kid doesn't fucking know anything. It's beautiful. Like, of course not. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, Raiga's fucking back. Karashi runs off with Ranmaru on her back to towards another opportunity to be like briefly tempted to be like vaguely evil, like a fucking moth to the flame. Ranmaru like wanders over and like arbitrarily is able to revive Raiga. Ranmaru just kind of has whatever power.
Yeah, that's fine. She's just kind of the magic baby.
Yeah. I have to say though, right? The fucking old lady in Shippuden who's like die to resurrect Gaara, fucking chump compared to this magic baby. Yeah. Like Ranmaru's like sort of dead now, but like not really.
Yeah, she's just fine later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's just like a little unconscious.
Yeah.
But anyway, Raiga gets back up. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Episode 156, Raiga's counterattack. Raiga looks bad, but she's alive. Karashi explains what happened and Tenten moves in to subdue Raiga, but she zaps Tenten through the big chain she tried to fight Raiga with, so she pivots to a wooden staff. Raiga zaps her anyway, though, and goes back to bullying Karashi. Karashi shifts blame to the Leaf Kids, and Raiga makes her take her to where everyone's hiding. Tenten wakes up and finds Ranmaru alive. A storm's coming, so Tenten rushes to get the kid to shelter while everyone else helps board up the curry shop. Karashi shows up and tells everyone Tenten fell and got hurt. They run off, but Neji makes the, I know this is a trap face, which like, come on, be nice. Anyway, Raiga's going to kill everyone and Karashi tries to plead with his mom.
Okay. Yeah, so Raiga gets back up out of the rocks and it's like, oh shit, I've got to stop this. And like Tenten gets like a fight. And it's like...
It's the best 10-10 fight yet.
Yeah, right? I mean, like, there's definitely, like, there's, like, some things you'd want to see 10-10 doing vaguely, right? Like, she shows up, she, like, opens up with the tool, and, like, it gets countered, so she like, switches to, like, a different thing, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, is like, able to, like, get some stuff done, right? She partially disarms Raiga. She's, like,
It was a pretty cool move.
Yeah, right. And then ultimately she gets like her, she has to like get defeated girl style, but like.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a detective making showing here. I think the thing that is like also sort of fascinating about this fight is like, so this isn't like a very pretty fight in a lot of ways. Like it feels like basically every single cut of it has some like severe issues with the execution in terms of like the movement seems weird, or like it just or like the spacing of the characters is like really inconsistent, and like there's just like a kind of lack of visual continuity. But like in a way that feels like the ideas in the storyboard or whatever seem like they're like fairly solid, but we just don't have a team that's like necessarily executing on them.
Yeah, it was. I thought that. Like, I thought like the staging and like the fight and everything was like really, really ambitious.
Right? Yeah. Like this is like storyboard by Shinji Sato, who I've like talked about before. It's like just like a very like solid like storyboard on the show. Like somebody's like bringing a lot to the table, and then like the animation director is Zenjiro Ukulele, who I talked about last week. Is like credited last week on the third episode is like the first time, like for the first time on this show, and that was like a very ugly episode. So there's like a real like unfortunate mix. Like we got like a solid storyboard, and we've got a team that's just not quite executing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to like a very like particular way for like a show to look bad, right? Like it's at least more interesting with like every shot is like both very unambitious and also ugly.
Yeah.
But it's still a little rough. Yeah, right. Raiga's like, okay, I need to figure out what the fuck is going on because I was like dead underground for like an episode. It seems like Ranmaru is dead next to me. What the fuck is happening here? And Karashi's like, maybe you should kill the ninja kids. I don't know. Classic Karashi. I think it's beautiful that it's an extremely consistent character trait of Raiga's that she never bothers to check if anybody's actually dead.
Yeah.
She's just like so used to bury people alive that she's like never bothered to identify what a corpse is like.
Yay. Dying is when you go underground and stop moving for a while, right?
Yeah, or like on the ground,
Yeah.
Or like slightly out of sight.
Dying's when they can't see you anymore, right?
Yeah, basically. So anyway, Raiga's like, positioning up to like have all of the fucking other like leaf ninjas like ready to like run up and try and fight him. Karashi goes off to like try and lure everybody into this trap with the extremely like, Ten like fell off a cliff and got hurt. She's been running and she tripped, and now she's like in a really bad way. You gotta go help her immediately. Not the best at this.
No.
But fortunately, they're just gonna be like, this is the fakest thing ever. I'm gonna go there immediately.
Yeah. Because like, what else do you do? You gotta go there immediately. That's where the show's happening.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't really know what Neji's like plan is here. Right. Like, he doesn't even know necessarily that like Ten is actually in danger.
Okay. Here's the thing though.
Uh-huh.
Neji notices all the time that like something's up and like something's wrong here and like something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And refuses to act on it each and every time. It is beautiful.
Right, I think there's some times where they're just like doing work around the curry shop. He's like, that's like a weird storm. Is that normal? Oh well.
Right.
And now he's like, yeah, okay, this is obviously a trap. They're like running out to like go into run into a trap, and he's like telling Naruto, he's like, yeah, did you think it was suspicious? Obviously something's up, but he still just like goes there and he doesn't have a plan. And like again, he doesn't even like have any knowledge about the situation, right? Like,
yeah.
He has no reason to believe that Tenten's in danger. Also, Tenten isn't in danger.
Right.
So there's like no... There's no like conceivable like reason for him to behave the way that he does. Other than, I guess, like being like, okay, I'm going to go there and defeat this guy.
Like, literally, this is just after she was, like, sprinting ahead of Raiga to like, get there first so she could come up with, like, anything to get the 3-leaf shinobi, like, out of the curry shop and into the woods. Is, like, a very generous take I'm going to put on it.
Okay, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's, it feels pretty paper thin, but, like, ultimately, it works. The show has to keep moving. They have to go to the fight.
Yeah.
That's half the episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tenten tries to yell Ranmaru out of suicide, and the boys start fighting Raiga. Her lightning is fat because there's a storm going on, and Naruto uses 100 clones to run up on her and gets fat lightninged. Lee loses his weight, and Tenten shows up at the curry shop with Ranmaru. Grandma decides to feed the kid the curry of life so she doesn't kill herself. It's not working, so Karashi takes over to save her little sister. Ranmaru agrees to one bite and ends up finishing the plate, which makes her decide not to die, and cures her disability that left her unable to walk her whole life.
God.
This fucking show.
Yeah. I don't know. So like, I guess first we should talk maybe about the fight with Raiga or whatever. Because it's like a continuation of Neji like not really like achieving anything at all successfully, right? Okay, he's like Raiga's in like fucking super lightning mode or whatever, right? There's like lightning going on everywhere, and Neji like activates his Byakugan. He's like, I see. I like if there's this like rotating like orb around Raiga, and if we get in close to like melee range, we can like successfully attack Raiga or whatever, right? And like we talked in the first half about how like there was like some real like ambitious staging to like the fight or whatever, but like the animation couldn't quite keep up. Like here, it just kind of feels like very haphazard in comparison.
Yeah.
Because like the way that they like close the distance is that Naruto just makes a bunch of clones and like runs in to like I guess distract the lightning. Like there's like this. There's this like weird literalizing of like the narrative sense of like, oh, if there are like other shadow clones, Naruto isn't going to get hit because like he's just like running in and like summoning shadow clones and they're just all getting lightninged instead of him, and there's like
right.
And then like Naruto like closes the distance and like Neji like steps in behind Raiga like, yeah, I'm gonna get you now, and then immediately gets like fucking struck by lightning and knocked out for the rest of the arc.
Yay!
It's unbelievable. Somebody's got a fucking axe to grind against this guy. They just made him suck this time. Tenten is on the like, I need to make sure Ranmaru lives now. Beat, like you said in the summaries, like she brings Ranmaru over to the curry shop and is like, Ranmaru, you've got to keep living. You've got to accept this help, the help from these people. Like being alive means accepting help from people. It means like nobody exists on their own, and when somebody sees somebody in trouble, like they want to help them, and that's just natural or whatever, which is again the complete opposite of what she was saying in the previous episode. I just don't.
Is this supposed to be growth?
I don't know. Like she's just like reversed her positions completely, and like nothing really happened except for like getting beat up by Raiga between then and now. Like, I can say confidently, like, oh yeah, like, what happens with, like, Karashi and Ranmaru by the end of the episode is supposed to be, like, character growth or whatever, and it's, like, also stupid in a different way, but it's at least, like, parsable to me within the, like, narrative logic that's being presented here, right? Like, with Tenten just deciding that, like, actually this baby shouldn't die now, after previously giving a speech about how the baby should die.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to make of that.
I don't know. That's scary.
I'm so sorry that you're scared. I didn't mean to make a scary episode of the podcast.
No, it's okay. I have a bomb to drop later in the recording. Yeah.
Okay. Like what? How much later? Like
towards the end of the final episode.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be waiting for that.
Yeah.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, I just set a gun on the table.
Okay, I hope you remember, because I feel like we've definitely had times where, like, yeah, I'm gonna bring this up later, and then we just don't. So, like, you better fucking...
I know, I will. I can't not.
You better fire your loaded gun.
Yeah, I've placed a gun on the table. I've put a fucking bullet in the gun.
You've put, like, a sticky note on the table next to the gun that says, fire me.
Yeah.
Later.
Yep. Alright, just making sure that's established.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Where were we?
We were talking about Tenten's mysterious
oh god.
Mysterious reversal, and now we got talking, like, I don't know, I guess the other thing is, like, talking about, like, how, Karashi is normal now.
Yeah, all we had to do was put her back in the kitchen where she belongs.
God damn. Oh my god. Well, yeah.
And she can look at this little girl and she can say like, "Hey, I see myself a lot in you. Like we're the same. We have a lot of the same stuff going on. You belong in the kitchen too."
Do they have a lot of the same stuff going on?
Yeah, they're both transgender.
Okay. But like in the like in the like actual narrative presented by the show,
I mean,
like do they have like the same things going on?
No, which is why it only makes sense if they're transgender.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, because like it's definitely this. It's like there's.
I mean, there's like an element of like Ranmarua having that kind of like sympathy for people who like are like mistreated in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And like Karashi's like natural ability to just be like, "Hey, that's a kid who needs help."
Mm-hmm. Right. This is somebody who will die if they don't eat my curry, and so I'm going to make the curry good.
Right.
Yeah. I guess it's like.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, there's some this like, oh yeah, like Karashi is like reconnected to this idea of like, oh, I can make curry and help people or whatever. But there's not like it doesn't feel like it connects to like Karashi's like back and forth like I'm going to go like work with the villains thing, really, right? It's just kind of like it's like this could have happened at any moment, right? Like if they like put curry ingredients in an almost dead person in front of Karashi, like at any moment she would just decide to be normal again.
Yeah, no, literally that is true. Absolutely, yeah. That's true.
Like, there's things at the end of your summary about Ranmarua, right? About, like, her disability left her unable to walk her whole life being cured by the curry or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, God, like last time we recorded, I was like kind of thinking, like, if I wanted to, like, talk about, like, whatever is going on with, like, like, disability and Ranmarua in this show, like, with, like, over these episodes. And I ultimately decided to hold back for these 3 episodes. And, like, on the one hand, I'm glad that I did, but on the other hand, I just don't know that I have a, like... The most charitable interpretation is that they forgot that Ranmarua was supposed to be unable to walk and then just start making her be able to walk later.
Yeah.
And the least charitable interpretation is that, like, oh yeah, I guess the combination of, like, eating this curry and, like, I don't know, fucking wanting to... Like, just wanting to get over it can just fucking do that for you, right? Like, there's no, like... There's no good answer here. There's no like consistent treatment of the issue across these episodes. But like Ranmarua's just gonna be like walking normal throughout the like rest of the like next episode. So like I just don't know what to make of it. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess, basically. It's like a fucking mess, and it's either like too haphazard to like have any read of at all, or just like deeply fucking like condescending and like inconsiderate.
Yeah, it's rough. It's bad. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good.
And like because of the like visit and everything, like I feel like we have been on this arc for like a century. And like this is already one that felt drawn out when we were watching it normal. So
right, because it felt like we were ready to be done by the end of the first episode. I don't know. Does anyone else want to say about this one specific, or should we move on and fucking like defeat this beast?
We should move on.
Okay.
Episode 157. Run, the curry of life. Raiga explodes into a tornado, while the curry group hauls a huge pot of curry into the fight mountains. They find a tornado fallen Lee and stop to give him some curry, while Tenten and Karashi run off to feed Naruto and Neji. Naruto wakes up, but Neji takes the bite and dies more. Meanwhile, Lee downs the rest of the pot and gets drunk from the whole bottle of wine that got spilled in with the curry. Ranmarua approaches Raiga, and she's so happy to see her kid that she forgets about the fight. Ranmarua makes a fog and tries to trick Raiga into walking them both off a cliff, but Lee steps in to stop them.
There's like a bit of a brief staff chat. This episode is directed and storyboarded by Masahiko Murata with animation direction by like Saiko Asai. I've talked about Murata as like somebody who has really like he set up and really like advanced like his kind of like aesthetic presentation of stuff like throughout a lot of these like early filler arcs and a lot of the there was like the Orochimaru haunted house episode. There was the like one like weirdly moody episode of the Mizuki arc. This is his like last episode of the of like this stretch of Naruto. Like, he'll be back from stuff at Shippuden, but like he's done for all the anime original stuff. And I think it's interesting in a way because I feel like while like some of Murata's other episodes are like it's sort of like trying out like different tones as they move through the episode. There's like basically like two modes in this episode where you have like ridiculous comedy animation, and then you just have like extremely straightforward like presentation of like the dramatic stuff that just doesn't really feel like it has a lot of flair to it. And like I don't know if I could infer that like the director who I think makes interesting work just doesn't give a shit about this part or not, but like there is definitely like a level of care put to like the fucking like comedy animation bits that like just doesn't feel like it's there during the like drama parts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's not really like a part of like the action of this episode where it feels like it's taking the actual like stakes of Raiga that seriously until like it's time for like Naruto to just like vaguely push him off a cliff later.
Yeah.
Whereas like in this episode, like it starts off in like Lee gets like fucking blasted by a big like lightning tornado and like fucking cartoon like rolls down the hill while making like silly faces with smoke coming off of him or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like very like loose and fun, but it's like it doesn't really have the language of like, oh shit, Raiga's like a dangerous guy,
Right, because like Lee's not hurt.
Right. He's like, I mean, like, I guess maybe he is hurt, or like, I don't know. I feel like I'm unclear on like how,
like, if they literally gave like the Curry of Life, like, in fiction, real healing abilities, that is not conveyed.
Right. I mean, like, it brings like some guys back to the food over, like maybe it fucking cures Ranmarua's disability. I don't know. And like Lee sort of like talks about like it saved his life earlier, but also if it did save his life earlier, that means that like Guy gave him a training plan that would have killed him, which is like a whole other fucking can of worms.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the like literal effects of the Curry of Life are like another thing in this arc where it's like it's either extremely like slapshot or inconsistent, or it means something like stupid and frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like Ranmarua 100% just like is walking now, by the way.
Yeah. No, Ranmarua's like moving around like unassisted, like it gets like carried around like longer trips or whatever, but like it's like ultimately is just walking in a way that like I feel like is it's hard to square, right?
Yeah.
Like even if we like even if we like take the like most like troublesome interpretation and we believe that the show thinks that like Ranmarua just wasn't like trying enough or whatever and like didn't like want to be better enough to like be able to walk, it's still like if you didn't like if you spent like years of your life not walking ever, it would take longer than this to be able to like, so it's just like I don't know, it's like
Naruto doesn't know about physical therapy.
It's fine. I guess not. It's fine, I guess. Whatever. They go around, they bring the curry to everybody. Naruto is getting back up. Neji keeps getting killed by the curry more. Lee's like super into the curry. He like fucking eats the whole pot of it. They're all being revived or not revived by the curry in a way that doesn't necessarily like answer any questions we have about like if the curry actually does anything or not.
Mm-hmm.
But we're setting things up to like wrap them up and like defeat Raiga in the second half of this episode, and Ranmaru goes to like talk to Raiga again.
Like the effect of the curry is like exaggerated spicy food adrenaline, right? Like that is like the joke. That is what it's supposed to be. But like, I don't know.
But like also Ranmaru's walking now. It's like what the fuck,
right?
Yeah, Ranmaru like walks over to where Raiga is, like wants to talk to him. Raiga's like, "Fuck yeah, this is awesome, Ranmaru, you're back. Let's go have fun and kill people and do bad things together." Like basically, literally, this is what he says because like again, like any like there is no attempt to like give Raiga any personality other than like I like doing bad things on purpose.
Yeah, and then like I'm kind of spacey and not all here.
Right, yeah. And it's
just rough.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get like more frustrating when they like try and like spin this into like some conflict between like Raiga and Ranmaru in the next half of the episode. But here it's just like I don't know. It's just
Oh, I'm pulling the hammer on the gun, by the way.
Okay, what's the?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
It's still on the table. I just
Okay. You're cocking it. You're getting ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm scared. I don't want to get shot with the gun.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, like in the summary, Ranmarua's like, okay, I'm gonna go like walk off a cliff with Raiga so we can both die together or whatever. And Lee rushes in. It doesn't really seem like Lee has any real intent of like actually stopping this from happening so much as he wants to drunkenly get in a fight because they accidentally spilled wine into the curry and now he's like drunk in fist mode. That's this half of the episode. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about it?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Lee starts drunk fighting and Raiga tries to zap him, but Lee slips through and separates the kid from Raiga, so she gets really mad and Lee passes out. She's about to kill him when Ranmarua shows up to try and get her to eat the curry. Raiga decides this means she has to kill Ranmarua. Lee finally wakes up and Tenten pops in to give him a bite of the curry, so he dies again funny. Naruto has 1,000 clones and Raiga zaps some of them until she gets punched off a cliff and explodes into zaps and dies. The curry girls are all together now, and Karashi's teaching Ranmarua how to make the curry of life. On their way out, Grandma gives the kids some very spicy curry only Lee wants to eat.
Yeah, so Rock Lee's doing his like more like drunken fist fighting. It's like super cartoony. It's like pretty characterful and fun. It's like really loose. It's like fun to look at if nothing else. It just kind of happens until it doesn't, basically, and then the show becomes like normal again. I mean, like I think Neji dies again at some point after this.
Yeah, Neji keeps dying. It's fine.
Like Lee is ultimately not able to defeat Raiga or whatever, and so Ranmarua is like stepping in again. Is like, we should okay, let's not walk off a cliff together. That was stupid. We're doing something else now. What if you eat the curry and became good, and we stopped doing evil things? And like Raiga gets really fucking pissed about this. Raiga's like, you're being so fucking selfish. You used to be fucking cool, Ranmaru. This fucking 6-year-old baby, this fucking like tiny child needs to carry on my back.
Specifically, I want to talk about the way that Ranmaru talks about the curry of life. It's like a fucking religion to him now.
Was this your gun or is this something else?
Oh, yeah, I know. Click bang. Curry of life is Christ allegory. Go.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know.
He's like, fucking Ranmaru's like fucking born again in the light of the curry of life here.
Right, no, like literally eating the curry of life is like becoming a Jesus guy.
Oh my god, and like Raiga is like the fucking like, used to, like bad influence guy. Like we used to love doing bad things together for no reason. But now you're into this fucking Jesus stuff, but you didn't like doing crimes anymore. You're no fun now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And like Ranmaru is like fucking blessed with the holy light of God or whatever, so he's like not influenced by like Raiga's repeated pleas of doing bad things, even though she used to also like doing bad things on purpose. Yeah, I mean, I guess it lines up, right? Like I guess it's like a more consistent read on like these characters than like as anything else we could fucking like construe from this, right? Because it's just fucking like nonsense.
It's just fucking nonsense.
Raiga doesn't seem to believe in or want anything other than just literally like hurting people for fun, and like there isn't grounded in anything, and like also wants like a small child to like be part of him hurting people for fun, and is like, you're not cool anymore to the small child. When
I have to kill you now.
I have to fucking murder you now. It's like I just don't know what I'm supposed to fucking be like how am I supposed to care on any level? And also, like, I can't believe they fucking, like, invoked fucking Zabuza and Haku for this, and what, like, ultimately winds up being like, oh yeah, here's this guy who's, like, kind of mean to a kid and wants the kids to do evil with him. It's like how it ultimately winds up playing out, right? Like, it's like there's just nothing to latch onto here. It's also fucking paper thin.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if we had spent, like, some of these episodes, like, not just, like, replaying the same beats and, like, tried to give, like, Raiga like some characterization at all, but I guess we don't have time for that.
No fucking way do we have time for that. So yeah, fucking Naruto punches her off a cliff and she explodes into zaps and dies.
Right, like yeah, like Naruto is like doing like, it's time for me to win the fight, and it's like maybe the least like bothering to care at all, like Naruto makes a bunch of clones fight strategy yet, because Naruto makes like 100 clones and they're all just like standing there. And Raiga focuses exclusively on zapping all of the like Naruto clones that are standing there, and then like 5 more Narutos just fall out of the sky and hit her and punch her off a cliff.
Yeah, and then she explodes into zaps and dies.
She's like, Ranmarua, I'm freeing you from me now. I'm going to disintegrate myself into lightning. Aren't you happy now? And it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking take from this. What are we doing?
The show's good.
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to take from this? Is this true?
Yeah. The show rules. Actually, I love it. I love it when characters explode into zaps and die.
Okay, I mean, I guess like
that's my prime metric.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like on that metric, like this might be the best like 3-episode stretch of Naruto we've covered for the podcast yet.
Yeah, it's been really good.
It's certainly some television we watched. It's I feel like it doesn't necessarily translate into talking about it, but like it's maybe the most like enjoyably bewildering like viewing experience out of these arcs so far, right? Like if you're not gonna fucking cohere it into anything, then like I guess you might as well just make like a sequence of things happen with like extremely strained narrative logic and like rapidly shifting characterization, and just like fucking leave me to try and like talk about it for like 3 hours combined on a podcast. It's probably not like 3 hours, it's probably like 2 hours. But like,
yeah, like 2 hours. I mean, if we count like recording time, like maybe 3 hours, but like, you know.
Like I would rather watch like another like arc like this than like another Mizuki arc or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I would like even more is if like the show was like
better than this.
Yeah, if there was like a story that functions. It'd be cool. It'd be cool is all I'm saying.
Yeah. It'd be like really cool if like the show was good. Yeah.
If the show was good. That'd be nice, right?
Yeah, it'd be fucking badass if the show was good.
Like, I mean, the Hinata arc like got a lot of the way there and just kind of shot itself in the foot at the end, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, maybe there's hope. But also, like, there's definitely a sense of, like, Toshiki Suru's, like, gone until Shippuden, like, Murata's gone until Shippuden now. Like, a lot of the powerhouses are just, like, not going to be here for the next, like, 70 episodes. So, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, no, like, I'm confident the show is going to look bad. You know, like, you know, I'm not going to say, like, there's not going to be any other, like, pretty good-looking episodes.
But, yeah, I mean, like, there's still, like, animators who are going to stick around, like, and, like, Nozomu Abe is going to be around a bunch, and, like, kind of, this is kind of like where Nozomu Abe, like, starts, like, really, like, flexing his muscles as an animator or whatever, like, the stretch of Naruto, there's, like, other stuff going on there, but, like, you know.
Right, but, like, there's going to be a lot of bad Naruto.
There's going to be a lot of bad Naruto, and I guess we have to learn to love it, you know? We have to learn to, like, sit down and, like, enjoy the process of, like, fucking taking pages of notes about, like, nonsense episodes of Naruto.
Yeah, no, I mean, this one was great, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, no, in a way it was great. I can be at peace with this.
Right? Okay, and, like, you know, we didn't even talk about the fucking, like, all-girl curry squad that proves that these characters are transgender.
Yeah. Sure. Right, I mean, like that. Like, if we like accept that the curry has like healing properties, then like fucking guarantee they're all girls.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to say about this?
I mean, not really.
Yeah. Okay. Let's fucking wrap it up then.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What are we watching next week?
Next week, we are watching episodes 158, 159, and 160 of Naruto.
Nice. And hey, if you can't wait, you should check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Konoha Crush. All one word, Konoha Crush. For just $3 a month, you get access to episodes up to a week early, and for $5, you get access to our bonus show, Narukai Uzumaki, that we don't have plans for.
Oh, fuck, we didn't make a poll.
We didn't make a fucking poll. God damn.
We didn't pick a show. Oh my god.
Anyway, the last one we recorded was like in person, and it was like a really good one, and you should go check it out. You should go listen.
Oh my god, our like usual recording is in like 12 days. We don't have a show picked out. We gotta figure something out.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out. Okay. We'll just This is probably another one we pick, and then we'll do a poll the next time. Promi.
Probably.
Okay.
Other plugs.
Yeah, and okay. And while we're still on the Patreon, I want to give a special thanks to our joining tier patrons. Izzy, and friend of the show, Rife. Check out their streams at twitch.tv/subspaceskater. All one word, subspace skater.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Any images we talk about during the show can be found on our Twitter, twitter.com/KonohaCrush, all one word, KonohaCrush. We have a Tumblr now too, KonohaCrushcast.tumblr.com. We both stream on Twitch. I'm over at twitch.tv/GuinevereTeef.
Yeah, and I'm at twitch.tv/VerdictVelvet.
Yeah! I'm working through all the Zelda games in whatever order I feel like. Finished Tears of the Kingdom. And now, like, I'm moving on to Wind Waker, so, like, you know, come and hang out and watch that. I'm playing a totally normal version of Wind Waker, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and I'm working through all the Fire Emblem games, you know, I'm on Mystery of the Emblem now. It's been an experience. That game starts off mean to me, but, like, I'll keep getting stronger, I'll keep getting better. I'm gonna be saying easy game again by the end of that game. I believe in myself.
Fuck yeah.
And also, like, on Fridays,
yeah,
the beautiful and hollowed Fuck My Wife Fridays, we're playing fucking Divinity Original Sin 2 together, right?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's a great time.
Yeah, that's really fun. I'm really excited to keep doing, like, CRPG stuff with you. It's like I know it's not like a genre of, like, video game that you have, like, a whole lot of experience with, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you're someone who, like, would, like, really appreciate a lot of, like, the finer nitty-gritty of it, and, like, I'm really excited to experience that with you.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I don't have a lot of experience with it, because, like, sometimes it's just nice to play kind of video game you don't really, like, give a lot of time on your own. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, I think that covers everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. Catch you next time, and remember, there's no such thing as filler.